Okay, so Christian, we're in the Longavi vineyard of cemetery Chenin or cementerio. Can you tell me a bit about what these aren't originally, these old vines are not Chenin. So can you tell me where you kind of found this vineyard and how you've been grafting Chenin here?
Well, we are in the Maule area in the secano interior that you will find mainly Pais. Well, in Chile, in this part of Chile, we are lucky that we got a lot of Pais that is un-grafted, dry farming conditions in granitic soil. So when we start to look where we put the Chenin, we are lucky that we can use this kind of rootstock of 100 years old that been in the same condition without water for so many years. So we graft Chenin in this kind of soil and in this condition, and if that was 2017, and I will say the first vintage, we immediately see like results incredible, in terms of concentration, acidity, and that's been amazing for us.
Excellent. So totally benefiting from the old roots, and Pais is also very drought resistant. A great variety for the secano interior of Chile. But you also do make Pais here in this area of Huerta de Maule. Can you tell us a bit about Huerta de Maule and how the conditions are compared to the rest of Maule?
Yeah, well, in Huerta de Maule, we got, I will say, medium to a little bit high temperatures. So you got great alcohols, but in this area we find really low pH and good acidity. So you will find in general wines with good structure, with kind of, in Maule we always said that you got this kind of juicy, that is a combination between this kind of edgy tannins, more vertical, and great acidity. I think Huerta de Maule, you got good maturity and great acidity. I think Huerta de Maule is very strong in that way.
Excellent. And then finally, we're right next to the cemetery. So can you tell me a bit about the positioning of the cemetery and why you chose to name it on the label that way?
Well, you already saw is that the cemetery of Huerta de Maule is inside the vineyard. Okay, so it's quite amazing. It's quite incredible. So we decided this Chenin Blanc grafting in Pais, in the label is called cemetery because of that, because the old cemetery of Huerta de Maule is still here. You will still see it. You already see it.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a fantastic and absolutely gorgeous to be here on a nice kind of end of summer evening when you've already picked your grapes. How is the vintage 2022 looking for Chenin Blanc?
Well, I think 2022 compared to 21 is a little more warmer. I think the maturity is a little more better for me, but still the pH are low. So I will say in the Chenin, they're still fermented, good structure, great acidity, with a lot of strength, I would say. 22 is a good strength in terms of vintage, I would say.
Excellent. Can't wait to try it in a few months. One more question, because not only are you re-grafting kind of Chenin on top of the Pais, but you're also bringing back value to this vineyard in terms of, you were saying that it used to be sold for a much lower price. Can you tell me a bit about how the Longavi project is also focused on revaluing old vines and these vineyards that weren't selling for as much as they potentially can?
Well, a little bit the idea in the Longavi project is like also to make partnerships with the owners of the vineyard. They are the really, how to say, like the guardians that they keep this alive. So in this case, we are working like in two lines. Okay, in general, Pais, as you know, we are a big volume, 10,000 hectares, and in general, it's sold at really low prices. Imagine that, this same vineyard, 10 years ago, 1 kilo was 0.1 euro.
Gosh.
Okay.
10 cents.
So now we make this project about grafting with Chenin Blanc, also another varieties, and now they sell it at with between €1 and €1.50.
Excellent.
Okay, so that we really think that gives value, and you leave the value in the vineyard, not only selling the wine, so you're also giving value to the place, and that price is really important.